Forgot to update my sign again, so meh, too bad. But yeah, it's 3:03.
That's that means it's too early in the morning, so.
Yep. Signs are for later today.
We're good.
Let's internet.
Welcome to the Northern Knits podcast. We're two friends in fiber who knit, craft, crochet, and talk everything in between. Literally. This is episode 303, intro take 2. My name's Jocelyn. My co-host is
Diana.
And we're going to try to stay on topic this time. Guys, it is the start of the Lunar New Year, so it is Year of the Rabbit or Year of the Cat, depending on which lunar calendar and which zodiac you follow. While Diana lets everybody know what we're going to cover, I'm going to consume more caffeine because that is absolutely going to help my sleep-deprived brain. Not at all.
We've got What's in Our Cup, Woolly Workings, and that last segment that is called
Wool gathering.
Wool Gathering. Thank you. Woolly. My brain was just, if you just imagine like a little cartoon ball of yarn, it was with like arms and legs, it was just like bouncing up and down going woolly. My
No, the
brain
problem is I started singing the Woolly
that's
Woolly
not
song.
the segment. Woolly? What?
Woolly. I'll have to find it. I don't know what it's called. That's the only thing I remember about it. My dad will
I think
know.
I know a parody song of that, and that's the only version of that song right now.
I will find the non-parody version. I will phone my dad and actually just sing those 4 words at him, and he'll know what I'm talking about. And he'll tell me. My dad DJs for fun. Because of course my dad's like me and he does everything under the sun.
I am no longer surprised when you're like, oh yeah, my dad does that for fun sometimes. Like, okay, sure.
Of course he does. He owns a mixer. He used to do weddings. Like he'd just show up with his boatload of drives with his music and stuff, and he loves he's a people person. He loves doing things with people. Mom never cared. I never cared. Go ahead, go have fun. Why wouldn't you?
I suppose I should explain why I'm over here and not over there.
Oh,
because last time well, no, because last week, last everybody heard, I was getting on a plane the next day.
That's true. You're supposed to.
And so this episode was supposed to be in person.
Yeah. The airplane stayed in Cancun.
Yeah, the airplane had a breakdown. It threw a tantrum and stayed in Cancun and did not show up in Waterloo.
So we're gonna try again this week.
I did not come to Winnipeg. I'm gonna try again later today.
Yes.
Which is a few days ago when this goes out. So yeah. I hope I'm actually in Manitoba when you're seeing this.
If she's made it, you guys will have seen photos on Instagram because we'll be very excited.
Oh my gosh. Please, can the plane show up today?
It's all right. Okay. I'm actually wearing wool today. I have a cool thread.
You have a cool thread. Oh my gosh, I didn't even put that in the show notes. Okay, tell us about your cool thread.
My habanero cardigan. My first 2-week sweater challenge cardigan. That's right, I'm rocking it old school. Mostly I put it on because it's the Lunar New Year and this is red. And red is a traditionally lucky color.
I didn't even think about that. I have absolutely no red on me whatsoever.
I thought about it this morning when I put my dress on and went, ooh, I need to put something on top of the dress. Red and blue polka dots. Blue and white polka dots look great together. Wear that. And then my brain went, red's a lucky color. And then it went, oh, it's the Lunar New Year. Like that's how we went this morning.
We got there.
We got there. That's the important part. So I am wearing this. I like it. This is out of Knit Picks wool of the Andes. And I believe it's their cranberry. No, not cranberry. Merlot. It's a dark red.
Yeah, I can't help you. It's been too long.
It's been too long. I don't know anymore, guys. I think I should remake this cardigan. Not like pull it apart, but like make another one.
Okay.
In a cotton. Or a maybe that linen I have. I'd have to do some math because this is meant for a bulky, but I could math it for a sport weight linen. It's just a gauge swatch and then doing the numbers.
You could even just knot and it would be lacy and it might be nice in the summer.
Well, it'll be very
You're doing it in linen
loosey-goosey
anyway.
anyway. Like, I'll just do, yeah, I'm doing it in linen anyway, so I'll just do it in a larger gauge, so it's got a lot of drape to it. Maybe I should do that. Because it's
Just a thought.
beautiful. It's a good thought. I'm going to continue thinking that thought for a while, guys. Can you tell I'm desperate to cast on a sweater? I'm not allowed till the 9th. 9th February. I'm not allowed till the 9th. Why do I want to?
I understand. There's so many things I want to be working on right now, but I'm being good. I'm being so good about the 2 out and 1 in projects.
Oh, I think that lasted 6 days. And then I gave up on it. I was like, nope, not gonna work.
I'm sticking to it. So far, we're a month in, and I'm sticking to it.
There. In my Nightmare Before Christmas mug, which is my usual mug, I'm drinking real coffee.
Real coffee.
Real coffee.
I managed real latte art this morning.
You know, you do really good.
It looked like a heart and not a turnip too much. Not too much like a turnip.
Listen, turnips are tasty.
It was a little bit like a turnip.
I don't want to have any turnip shaming going on here. You roast some turnips.
Yeah, but nobody wants turnip coffee.
Well, it's fair. But turnips and carrots in a casserole dish with a little bit of maple glaze on them? Hello.
Okay, yes. However, that is not a flavor for coffee.
It is not a flavor for coffee, no, you are right.
It's also not the most attractive latte art.
No, it's not. It's better than a posterior coffee, which we all, I think, flipped our phones upside down so we could see the posterior rather than the other shape.
Somebody pointed it out, and I'm like, what?
What?
Oh.
Flip phone.
Oh.
Huh. Oh, we all decided turnip coffee would be better than posterior coffee.
I've had my espresso machine coming up on 3 years, and I'm just now starting to get the hang of latte art, the basics.
If you
3 years.
Wonder why people pay to join us on Discord, but coffee. That is why people will pay $1 a month so they can join us in Discord chats that are as highly evolved as that.
Yeah, it's we're real mature.
Full on adults, people. Full on adults. That's fine. Again, you don't make 100 lattes a day.
No, I don't. I make one coffee a day.
Yeah, like it's gonna take you longer to learn these things, and you're making progress, and that's the important part. I'm just enjoying some ethical bean coffee in the lush flavoring. It was the one on sale. It was the one on sale that had beans in the bag. But I think for my birthday, I might treat myself and buy 2 big bags of the decaf espresso from Second Cup. And guys, one of the large bags of beans is $20. It's not cheap coffee. But it is the best decaf coffee I've ever run across because it's got a really nice strong coffee flavor, but it's got such a small amount of caffeine because it's been decaffeinated that I can drink it during the day and not risk a panic attack, which I am definitely risking today, but whatever. I can have a nap later today if I have to. It's fine. Oh my god, guess where I found my cat yesterday?
What? Where?
So I'm walking around, getting ready to leave for D&D.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the window well. She was in the window well. I've lived in this apartment for 2 years this coming August. She has never gone into the window wells.
New heights or places to explore, new universes.
We've been here for over a year.
Okay.
She's been in the tub, around the tub, over the tub, across the tub, on everywhere else. She's climbed every other surface in this apartment. She regularly climbs the walls on the top part, stretches up as high as she can, and yells at the ceiling. Because it's too far away? I don't know. She regularly tries to climb things in the storage closet. Stuff gets knocked over, there's a crash, there's a bang, there's a cat with a puffed tail, it's a whole to-do. And never. She doesn't even like it when you put her in the window well. She panics and gets out of it. Why? Why now? Why now? Because now I'm thinking about putting tomato plants in the window well to grow tomatoes.
That's why she just like telepathically knows.
So now she knows she has to get in the window well. Cat!
So now you can't put anything in the window well because it will shortly not be in the window well.
I'm going to put stuff in the window well. She's only done it once. We should probably talk about what we're working on.
We probably should.
In typical fashion, I have no idea how many projects you have.
I have 2.
Okay. Hey, I've only got 3. Tune in next week. I might have a new thing, guys. I'm so close to puzzling out that one thing. Once I get it puzzled out.
Oh, why is this not long enough? It's because I measure it every other row, and so it seems like it never grows.
Measuring every other row. You're not allowed to measure till we're done recording. Just knit.
Okay, just knit.
Oh my word, woman. Oh my word. Let's start with the usual suspects. No, let's not. It's an entirely different lineup. Diana's gonna have to watch her show notes. Nothing's the same. Pretty sure I haven't started project pages yet for any of those things, which that I have to correct. Everything's different. There's no links for anything. Jocelyn's a problem.
I can't just copy and paste from last week. You're gonna make me do actual work.
Woman. Who puts in those title bars at the bottom of the projects when there are projects to like this human? This human. And this human interacts with that human. And that human doesn't give her designer names.
Because I don't know the designer names.
And like this human just renames her projects, which only works if I know what the project name is before you changed it.
We are our own worst enemies.
There's a lot of I know you know what I'm at the point of editing where I'm editing for the boxes because there's inevitably a Diana.
Who's the designer? What is this actually called?
What is this? I'm not looking for it. Woman, give me the information. What do I look like to you? A professional? Get real. I sat down for the first D&D session at a table in a very long time. A very good and long-established group of friends of mine had a spot open up, and I gleefully leaped upon the chance to become their cleric, and boy, do they need one. So I needed something to work on while I was at the table, so I cast it on. It was a cast on edge. I did all of this work while gaming last night. We started at 6:30 and finished at 11.
It's pretty. Details. What is it?
This is going to become, the circle is actually going to be, it's the start of the Everyday Slouchy Beanie by Tristan of Dragonhorde Designs. So there is no ribbing. You actually do a chunk of garter, then you do a thing, and then do more garter for the hat. And I'm almost at the do a thing. Like she has you do the, okay, because it's a paid pattern, guys. I'm not going to tell you what she has you do.
Makes sense.
I added an extra inch to the brim because I wanted a bit of a bigger brim. And it's in this wonderful, like newspaper printy kind of colorway.
I love this color. What is this color? How have I not seen it before?
It's such an old skein of yarn. I don't know if it's gorgeously soft. So like this is super wash nylon, absolutely sock yarn. There's no way it's not sock yarn because it's a beautiful nylon sock yarn. But I'm thinking for the niece's boyfriend. As a beanie hat for a boy.
Yeah.
Because he says he wears colors. He did specify he's not sure he's ready for highlighter colors yet. He wants to work into those, but his very favorite
I'm not
color,
ready for those either.
That's fair. His very favorite color on the planet is purple, and he doesn't care what shade of purple. I asked. He doesn't care. He just loves purple. So I figure I will start with this hat, and then I will also make him a purple hat in a worsted, so that he's got a fingering weight hat, a bulky hat, and a worsted weight hat. So he's got a hat for all seasons.
Nice.
So I'll do the purple bulky hat and like some of my amethyst impeccable next. But I needed to start the fingering one because that takes longer. And this boy's birthday is like the 8th of February, because of course it's in February. Every bloody person I know has a birthday in February. It's not true, guys. It's just the bulk of the family birthdays happen in that month in 2 weeks. 8th, 10th, and 12th.
Couldn't spread that out a bit.
3, and then. So that's 3 of 6 people in my core family. Yeah, 3 of half my family has birthdays in February.
They like to go in clumps, hey?
Sweet. Because it's my dad, my sister, and my niece's boyfriend. So there you go. That's how that works. Then there's just me in March. My mom way out in, August. And my brother-in-law who doesn't like celebrate his birthday. So in his birth month, I buy him a bag of coffee. Like he hates celebrating his birthday, so we don't do it. I'm dropping stuff. It's great. So I'm just about done the brim on this Everyday Slouchy Beanie. So as we record, that's what I'm working on. It's roundy. I'm doing it on the size 4mm because that is what I did the first Everyday Slouchy Beanie hat I made on, and I loved the drape on it. And because this gentleman has cheekbones for a slouchy hat, and has expressed interest in a slouchy hat, as in I got TikTok videos about it.
Oh,
He likes himself
serious.
a man slouchy hat, so we're gonna make him a manny slouchy hat. So I'm doing that. It lives in this cute bag from Asa. Look, it's an Asa bag.
That's
That's
adorable.
perfect for my singular skein. But just like, look, it's just so newsprinty.
I like it. It's reading a bit purple on camera.
I know. I don't know why it's reading a bit purple in camera, but like, I'll take it. It's got a hint, but oh, it's definitely got more of a newsprint kind of sepia to it in real life. So, what did I draw? Yes, I drape things on my arms of my chair. Perfectly
So do I.
professional. Perfectly professional.
Do you know
So-
how many sweaters I have draped on the back of this chair right now? It's at least 3.
I took mine off.
I'm sitting on a
back.
blanket, and there's a project bag on the arm.
Oh, jeez. Well, I've got 2 project bags on each shoulder piece. But I took the other sweaters off the chair because I'm wearing a wool sweater, and I felt like that was too much heat insulation going on. And even as it was, I had to take the socks off.
I have learned that I have to heat the upper and lower halves of my body separately. Like my upper half right now, toasty. I've got my sleeves rolled up and like I'm a little too warm, but like my legs could use a blanket.
That's because your HVAC unit has dead spots.
Whoever installed this internal HVAC system, I want to speak to the contractor. They didn't do a very good job.
I feel like you may have
The circulation is not good.
You may have gotten the cheap bin to do it. That may have been the wrong choice.
Ugh. Man,
but if
who
you have 2
hired this
projects,
guy? Who is this guy?
Who is this guy? You're up next because I only have 2
okay.
left. I know I
Alright,
don't have like 5 or 6 billion. I'm aware it's weird.
Okay, I have finished the toe on, no, not that one. The one that's in progress. I finished the toe on the Mr. Diana socks
Number
in
2.
the Red Wing Blackbird. Yes, sock number 2 in the Red Wing Blackbird colorway. Let's drape that one on my head. So I finished the toe and I established the first row of the body so that depending what I feel like working on the plane later today, I can just go roundy. My plan, honestly,
As
I think
always.
my plan is to work on this because it's nice and small and light, and I have the new season of Vox Machina downloaded on my phone. So I'm going to watch Vox Machina.
Are so good.
I know. I'm excited.
I spoiled
So I'm gonna
for like one little tidbit that isn't even remotely a character arc thing.
Sure.
Grog gets his beard and he squeals like a little crook.
I saw that in the trailer. I'm like, what is even going on?
Because in the game he picks up a belt of dwarven kind, which gives you a strength boost, but you also roll a percentage marker. I think it's percentage or a D10. Anyway, you roll to see if you grow a beard, because like that's the side effect of the belt, because you're a dwarf now.
Amazing.
Goliaths can't grow facial hair, so Travis the player really wanted a beard for his barbarian, so it was a thing through the whole campaign. The moment he got it was don't touch the beard. So just like if the beard was threatened, the cast would be like, Matthew, the beard. So
Amazing.
Just to see the beard and existence, filled me. I squeed with glee, just like girl. I was just so happy to see that happen. I was like, the beard made
Oh
it
my god,
in.
people, whoever
Yes.
has to sit next to me on the plane today is just gonna be, they're gonna think I've got some screws loose because I'm just gonna be laughing the whole time.
I won't ruin some of the changes they made to other things, but like literally,
I don't know the other things. I haven't watched campaign 1.
But it's fine. Once
or
you
like
watch
I've
the
watched
first
like
3
8 episodes or something.
Once you've watched the first 3 episodes, text me.
Okay.
And I will tell you what's different.
Okay. Because I know this changes, but I don't know what they are. I will not know what they are because I haven't watched campaign 1.
I got you.
Okay.
No worries. Eyes on it. As on it, we good. As on it, we good. All right. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted your sock talk.
That was it. I'm
was it?
gonna work on the body of my sock while I squee at Vox Machina
Oh,
on the
I hope you
plane.
stay awake on this airplane flight, knit your sock, and watch your Vox Machina.
I mean, it's a perfectly reasonable hour for a flight. Like it's the plane theoretically takes off at 4:50 p.m. So
yeah,
it's a
should be
reasonable
good.
time for a flight. So in theory, I'm awake and working on a sock.
Oh, excellent! I'm so happy. The
That's
monster
plan.
has found me.
Oh no.
She's on my feet. I might have to put in a cut to open a window to stay cool enough to stay in the sweater. We shall see. My foot warmer has arrived.
Oh, and I might actually have enough to do a heel and a cuff of the contrast color.
Oh, I hope so.
I hope so. I definitely have enough for the heel. We shall see if I manage to get a cuff that's the same length. I'm not certain about that part. I might have to steal some from the other sock to make them even. But we'll find out.
We'll find out in a moment. All right, on to my second project. What do I want to talk about next? You know what? You talk sock, I'll talk sock.
Sock talk.
Sock talk.
Wait, that's somebody else's segment.
That is from the Grocery Girls. The Grocery Girls do sock talk or did sock talk. I haven't watched in a very long time. I should watch them again. Got going on here. They're from Edmonton. We saw them at the Fire Festival. We stopped by and said hi. Tina's like, sure.
Did we did?
Yes, we did.
Okay. I believe you.
Because Diana was delayed by a week, I had to redo my toe because I really need to get going on these Soulstice socks. So I am back up to the point where I'm going to start the color work. So I need to switch to my larger size needles because my color work is tighter than my regular knitting, and my regular knitting is pretty darn tight to start with. So I get to slip a bunch of stitches onto a different size needle. And then I'm going to start the charts again this week because I know me and color work, once I get going, it's all I'm going to want to work on. So I'm not overly worried about it. I am making the Soulstice Socks by the Petite Knitter, who's got this freaking gorgeous color work, guys. Stunning color work. So good. I wish I lived in the Arctic again so that I could wear all of her bulky sweater knits. Oh, it'd be so good.
Just be cold all the time, then you can wear all the bulky sweaters.
Things I dream of, people. Things I dream of. This red is going to be my main color, and then this beautiful sparkly teal, which I actually know this is the sparkly teal is from Twisted Fae Fiberworks. They're going to be my color socks. So these are for the sock duel. So every time I finish a pair of socks, Miss Asa, the marvelous moderator, has 3 weeks after my finish date, so she'll know the moment I'm done to finish 2 pairs of socks. Any type of sock. Patterned, otherwise they just have to be adult socks. So I think she wants me to finish more socks this year.
You think?
I suspect that's why I was challenged to a duel. So there you go. That is my second project that I can talk about this week.
Perfect. I have just finished the round on that sweater that's still not done.
Oh gosh.
It's supposed to be done.
You had
an
extra week.
I know. I know. 8-year-olds are longer than I thought. I've looked up the length from the Tin Can Flax sweater, which is a free pattern, and it's like, I think for the 8 to 10 size they recommend 16 inches from the underarm to the hem.
Yes.
And I'm like, are 8-year-olds really that long? Apparently they are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I would honestly be generous on that 16, like be closer to 17 and then do your ribbon, because the longer it is, the longer she can wear it.
This is true. The yoke is also, I made an extra small adult size, so the yoke is also longer than it really should be for her.
So like, if you make it as a sweater dress for right now, that's the best bet, because you'll get the most of, because I did that for my niece with her neon sweater, because yeah, she would have been like 8 or 9 when I made that sweater for her. And I made it a sweater dress to start, and I just got it back, and she's 16. Because now it's just too short in the arms.
That makes sense. This is going to be a short sleeve, so don't got to worry about arms.
Nope, you just have to worry about the length of the body. That's another one. I'll be like, save that yarn. Like whenever you have leftover, keep it. So if she wants to have it made longer, you can.
I don't know if I'll have that much.
You'll find out.
We'll find out. I just certainly have enough to make it at this size.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so the current thing is I have to make it, let's see, if we're going for 16 inches, I have to make 11, no, I guess 12 inches of stockinette.
Okay.
Because there's another chart at the bottom that's about 4 inches.
Yes. So yeah, you need 12 inches of stockinette from your underarm.
Yeah, and I have just over 6.
Okay. Then yeah, you're not allowed to measure it for the rest of this recording. You can measure it at the end of the recording. Put a progress keeper in there.
Oh, it is. Sorry, the progress keeper's on the back.
Okay. Move it up.
So, well, I will. Now that I've gone, hey, look at all this progress that I did this week. I did so much progress.
It's a lot of figuring weight is a lot of work.
Well, it's DK.
DK's still a lot of work. It's not a bulky sweater.
No, it's not. It goes so slow. It's not going as fast as I want it to. Anyway, this is the Copperhead Tee pattern by, I'm sorry, I never remember to look up the designer before I do this.
She had Blackwell.
Great.
Because I have to look it up every week. I now know what it is.
And I've modified the snake charts to be cobras instead of copperheads.
I squished the most amazing chevron crocheted blanket last night.
Ooh.
In white and grays with this random stripe of blue teal in it every once in a while. Glorious. The only other girl at the table is also a crafter. She's more of a crocheter than a knitter.
Nice.
So she was like, I like your idea. And she got up. It's her house, right? She got up, came back with her blanket. She's like, I gotta work on this. Flop. I'm like, there's 6 of us at the table. Like, it's a big table.
Mm-hmm.
There's downtime.
Oh, yeah.
It just
it's great crafting time as long as you're working on something simple.
Which I am. I really do like that. You need to get it finished. You need to get it to your niece. I need you to get one started for yourself.
I know. I want to do it in green and black for me.
Oh
so this
is
Fireweed Fiber Co. yarn.
Black emerald for the body? Oh no, the Borg for the body.
Yeah, I think I might do the Borg
with,
set. Yeah,
with like a neon set. Bright green, like
because the mini that comes with that sock set is like an acid neon green. That for the snakes, and then the body and the rest of it, and the green and black.
That needs to exist,
right?
Oh my god!
So I might need some Borg snakes. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, Fireweed Fiber Co., Harvest Night, and Latte, I think, is the beige.
Don't forget, guys, you can save 10% with a coupon code if you want to indulge in a little Erin goodness. You make the show notes. I don't remember what the coupon code is anymore.
Northern Knits 10.
Okay.
Sorry, I just think I noticed a mistake.
That's fine.
No, maybe not. Maybe. Oh no, it's just some weird tension. Okay. I thought I had to stitch out. And it really does not matter. Anyway, I'm really pleased with it. I'm really excited about it. And I'm really excited to do the chart at the bottom, which is more of the trees and moons and stars. And not more of the snakes. Oh my god, the snakes. Not more of the snakes. They're fine. I've done worse charts.
Yeah.
But like the snakes require some thought. The trees and the moons, not so much.
It's the year of the cat and year of the rabbit. I just feel like that clears me to make crazy cat sweaters or crazy rabbit sweaters.
It definitely does. I want to make the This Is Fine sweater that was going around Twitter the other week.
That was a cute sweater going around.
I want to make it so bad.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Anyway, so that's where that's at. Well, that's where that's at. It's still not done.
Still not done?
It's still not done.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring it with me and I'm gonna work on it. And I'm going to see if maybe it gets done before I come home.
Do you have
taking bets?
Do you have a really long cord you can put that on, or scrap yarn you can put it on?
It's on the longest cord that I possess, which honestly it might be long enough for her to just try it on.
That's what I was thinking.
I assume that's where you were going with it.
Yeah, like you're gonna have access to send small human.
Yeah, put it on her, make sure it
Put
actually
it
fits.
on her, make sure it fits. Mind you, your mother-in-law embroiders, so like there'll be spare thread floating around that you could just use.
Oh yeah,
as yeah, that's not a big
I'm not
problem.
worried about it. But
Yeah.
honestly, I think this cord might be long enough.
I hope so.
I mean, she's not wide, she's just long.
Well, yeah, most kids are. Guys, I was out of the house till like midnight. I'm old. It was late. My
We
cat
can't handle being out late.
was aggressive about me going to bed the moment I got home. She was not okay
I
with me out past my bedtime. Oh my word.
How dare you be out past your bedtime? I'm surprised you're not grounded right now.
I am grounded. So I'm
Oh,
surprised she
well,
gave me personal space to do anything so far this morning. I've been watched like a hawk.
you might leave again. You never know.
I will. I'm going to take garbage out today.
How dare you?
It's been 3 days. She eats fishy cat food. It's got to go out.
Oh, no. I've tangled my yarn in my wheel of my chair. This is not good.
Why do you do that to yourself?
I didn't do it on purpose.
In the realm of we all
Oh, no.
loved...
Headphone. Oh,
Jeez.
Don't roll over that with the chair.
So much drama.
Technical difficulties. Beep.
Beep. Please stand by. In the realm of I love to encourage Diana to cast on more projects, I'm going to hold up a
Didn't
project.
you suggest the 2 out, 1 in?
I did. That doesn't mean I was going to obey those rules. I keep hoping you frog most of those shawls because I know you will never use them.
But I want the sparkly one. There's more of my hair in this. How?
I don't want you to frog the sparkly one. That's not the ones I'm thinking. I want you to have the sparkly one so when you go to pride parades with your brother, you can wear them.
Okay, carry on.
So all of this marled goodness. My right side out. So hard to tell with marled. With all of this marled goodness, it's stiff, it's thick, it's bulky, it's on a tight gauge. It's essentially a jacket. Like if I lined it, it could be a jacket.
Ooh, that's intense.
It is. It's thick. Now, am I worried it's a full-on real wool? Like this brings a little, it's 2 worsted strands and brings a little held together, double to get to the bulky range. So like it'll stretch, it'll loosen. Like I'm not super worried about it. Mostly because my gauge swatch grew like crazy pants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not worried. I am cropped level for me. Hang on, wait. Let's do the scientific measuring method. Stick it under my armpit. I'm just at my hip when I'm sitting.
Okay.
So I've got 3, 4 more inches to go for when I'm standing, so that it's below the keister, as it were. It won't take very long. It's bulky. It won't take very long. Is a pattern design, and I thought about doing it hardcore and sizing it and grading it, and then I went, no, this is going to be free. And I'm going to write it so that you can put in your measurements and your numbers and make it to fit you. So it will be a true to fit to you. So it'll fit everybody. There's no size issues because you're going to be doing it off measurements. And I'm going to tell you what measurements you need to take and tell you where to put the measurements. And I'm going to tell you how to do the math. And I'm going to be very mean to myself and tell you in the examples how it works with my numbers. Woof.
They're just numbers.
Not gonna say it. It won't just be said on the internet. It'll be written on the internet. Great.
Just numbers.
Yes, but they can still be scary. And I can acknowledge that I can't change my numbers. My bust is my bust unless I have a surgery. But I can sometimes write them down and go, oh boy. Oh boy. We're all allowed to do that. No matter the size of the number, we're all allowed to do that. So I'm going to do that for everybody. There will be pockets. I haven't attached the pockets yet. It's because I haven't decided if I want the pocket to grow out of the bottom, like go in and pick up stitches and literally knit it out, or if I want a patch pocket. And because I haven't decided what I want yet, I haven't done the pocket yet. This is how designing works, people. So shortly I'm going to split for my sleeves. Right now I have my front panels and my back panel all on one cord. It's a long row. Even in bulky, it's a long row. So once I've got that started, like once I start doing the panels, it'll fly because the rows will be much shorter. This is always the worst part. Top down, bottom up, it doesn't matter. This body section is always the hardest. So once I've got that split, it should fly pretty good. And then I'll have, obviously, I have to pick up to do my, I have to decide if I want a zipper or a button band. So once this is done and I've split for the sleeves and I've got the sleeves done, the cuffs done, I'm going to put it on. And then I'll decide how I want my pockets to go. And I'll decide if I want to zipper it or if I want a button band. Whichever one I do, I will include instructions to do the other, if that's what you prefer. Depending on preferences. I may do a button because I don't have a button up. Kind of casual, drapey, bulky kind of sweater coat thing.
Okay.
So I might do buttons. I rarely do buttons. But this is, I'm trying to aim to have this be the thing that I throw on over top of my clothes to take my garbage out in the winter.
All right.
So it needs to be more than a loosey, baggy, bulky sweater. Because like I gotta walk all the way around the building and then all the way back. And at minus, 10, I still put mittens on. I don't do my coat up, but I still put mittens on. But I don't necessarily want to have to put my coat on and my mittens on, and if I could just toss this on with a pair of mittens and it's fine, I'd rather do that. I don't put on my winter boots, guys. I wear sneakers to take the garbage. Just why?
Unless the -10's so cold. Oh, it's horrible.
It's not.
What is winter? I don't understand.
It's really not. So
it's been unseasonably warm. We have no snow. I'm kidding. I know about snow. Just kidding.
You were going to be shocked at how little snow we have.
I mean, if you have any snow, it'll be weird. So
we have snow, so it'll be weird, but we don't have anywhere near enough. So I'm working on this, but rather than grading it out and testing it and doing all of that, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna help you guys and give you the pattern for free and help you do it so that the next time you run across a pattern, you've already done the math once and you see how not scary it is. And how easy it is to adapt a pattern. So maybe that one you've been looking at, but you're thinking it's the wrong weight of yarn, or it's not my size, or it fits like this. And then you can start doing what I do, which is just swatch, do the math, and have a sweater that fits at a different weight yarn, at a different gauge, because that's the fabric you like. So that's my hope. That I would really like to be done with this pink, which is the Heritage Briar Rose that you gave me eons ago.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's so long ago.
And a gray from Briggs & Little, also in the Heritage. So like Briggs & Little is an amazing workhorse yarn. Like, so that's it. I'm out of things to talk about. Those are all those are all the things I can talk about right now. There's been secret crafting. There's been other design work. I have been doing sprints and flipping projects. It's the usual January, I don't know what to work on, so I work on a little bit of everything and nothing gets accomplished, which I think I do every January.
That just seems to be the mood for January.
It's just like, it's New Year, start everything.
I think I did that last year. Now I have too many things that are not finished.
Yeah. Thankfully, I have 2 squares on my bingo card colored in because I have 2 FOs, so I'm doing good. I'm hoping this mood strikes me to cast on that other fingerless mitt, that other ribbed fingerless mitt, and get that done, because then that'll be 3 FOs this month.
Ooh.
So far, no. So far, no. All right, are we on to wool gathering?
I believe that brings us to wool gathering. I need a word for the unscripted Patreon ad.
What I should have done before we started.
Looked up the word for the unscripted Patreon ad.
For the screwing up. Hang on. I don't have my screen reader on my phone, so at least it won't talk to us.
Elevator hold music.
Music. Aha.
Very low budget elevator hold music.
Apparently. Last week was stash. We've totally done some of these. That's fine. I gotta pick a random one. We're gonna go gnome.
Gnome?
Gnome.
Like Like big floppy hat and beard gnome?
Yes.
Gnome.
No.
Okay.
Clicky needle noises.
If for some reason you want to financially support these shenanigans, you may do so at Northern Knits Podcast. No, patreon.com/Northern Knits Podcast. I haven't messed that one up in a while. I guess I was due. Patreon.com/Northern Knits Podcast. Any level of support gets you access to our patron-only Discord server, where we are active at all hours of the day and the night, talking about everything. We talk about everything. But coffee.
Our days. I believe
Gnomes.
There was a granddaughter sleepover last night, and they were going to stay up all night.
I want to know.
I want to know how late we made it.
First.
How late did we make? Yeah, who passed out first?
I'm taking bets.
Make it. We talk about the things we made for lunch. We talk about sewing patterns. We talk about needle crafting. We talk about, like going to the concert and the symphony. Guys, we talk about it all. We're essentially a global knit group. We're a global community of just friends. Something goes wrong, we post about it.
It's cool.
Yeah. And there's somebody that's going, oh, no. So we got like one of our Patreon members is in university. So like she'll post when she's stressed from her exams, and we all go, oh God, exams. Just the worst.
Oh God.
I think this morning I was like,
I also enjoy
Jocelyn had a blast at D&D. Present Jocelyn's not excited by this.
I enjoy how at this point we also have an idea of what's in each other's stashes. So if somebody's going, do these colors work out?
Yeah.
But didn't you have that other purple from like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Like took 6 months ago. Do you remember that blue I really liked? Put that one in there. Or it's pictures. It's like 12 skeins of yarn. I need 6 for a project. Boy, we will give you our opinions.
Oh, there are opinions. If you want opinions,
we got them.
There's opinions.
So good. Oh, so good. I'm sorry I interrupted your spiel.
Nope, that was the spiel. Oh yeah, there's also e-knit-ins, monthly e-knit-ins. Flight shenanigans messed it up for this month, so it was yesterday.
Nope.
Or a few days ago. I don't know. It moved.
A few days ago by the perspective of everybody watching. For us,
but
yesterday.
our next one is in February, and it will be on the 5th. No, that's the live episode. The live episode is on the 5th, Sunday the 5th at noon Manitoba time. Sorry. The Patreon e-knit-in will be on Saturday the 18th.
Yep.
At noon Manitoba time.
Oh. Ooh. That's during the 2-week sweater challenge, isn't it?
I think so. What are your dates for the 2-week sweater challenge with Louise?
The 9th, and then the following 2 Thursdays.
Then definitely yes.
Okay. I know what I'm working on.
We also are streaming WIP sprints, work in progress sprints, where you just pick a project and work on it for 25 minutes and then take a break and then work on something else for 25 minutes. And we just do that for a few hours.
Oh yeah, that's happening too. What weekend's that? The 11th?
That is Saturday the 11th. We're streaming that on YouTube.
I can't wait. I loved the sprints last time. That was so good. So good. All right. I will also be working on a sweater for at least one of those sprints. Because it'll be just after the 2 weeks when challenge has started.
Passed on all the sweaters.
All the sweaters. All right. As always, we super understand that budgets are a real life thing. If you cannot financially support us, we totally understand. Liking, subscribing, and commenting on other social media platforms is a great way to interact with us and not perhaps endanger your wallet too much.
Discord is a dangerous place for your wallet.
Oh God, it is. Oh, goodness gracious. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok now. You can find us on Facebook. And you can find us here on the YouTube platform. Are we super consistent with any of it? No, guys, we all have jobs. We get to
have jobs and lives.
As we can, and sometimes we just don't wanna. which is why we understand sometimes you just don't wanna. Cool, you don't need to make an excuse to us. We got you. It's fine. Not a thing.
What is Phaedra doing to your blanket in the background?
Probably try to make it squishier.
Oh.
In fact, we were trying to make it squishier.
Oh, okay. I just see this black shape on the blanket doing something.
I believe they call it kneading.
Ah, yes.
Where they pick up and put their paws down. There's a lot of memes about it. I don't understand why, but there is. So okay.
Yeah.
Making bread.
I got it.
Well, yeah. No, murder muffins. That was the latest one I saw. I'm not making
murder
bread,
muffins.
Making murder
I've heard
muffins.
making biscuits. I haven't heard murder muffins.
Murder muffins is the newest one. I quite enjoy the murder muffin reference. I've watched and blocked it yet. Pointy. It's still there from where I dropped it there the other week when I finished it.
Well, I think it's her blanket now.
It was her blanket the moment I was half done the thing.
Oh dear.
I know how this works. As far as additional lives and things that we got going on that are upcoming, right now we are running the podcast anniversary, which neither of us worked on. That's another quick, if I just sat like probably during the whip sprint, buttons will be on, put it down, pick it up again, finish the crest and be done. Like it is so close to an FO, it's ridiculous. I should just finish it.
I've just been trying to finish this Cobra Sweater.
I know.
I want this Cobra Sweater done. I want it done. I want it done. I want it done.
To celebrate 6 years of podcasting, which will happen for us this coming March. From January through February to the end of March, we do a 3-month knit along. We invite everybody to come join us. Knitting, crocheting, weaving, spinning, sewing, English paper piecing. If you can justify it using the keywords of iron, amethyst, or candy, you're in. Because it's about the celebrating of crafting and friendship. That's the primary goal. So that is what we're doing. We've had a bag donated from one of the lovely Patreon members. I do not have it because we do not let me mail things. In fact, there is a prize package that's been waiting since December to go out because I am not allowed to mail things.
No, there's gremlins in the mail for you.
And poor Erin of Fireweed Fiber Co. has been supremely busy with her year-end stuff and start stuff for her sock clubs and everything this year that I would feel bad. And I was like, Diana's coming in early mid-January. It'll be fine. Your prize is going to go out as soon as I see Erin and Diana. It'll be the same time. One of the two of them is going to take it from my hands with your mailing address, and they're going to put it in the mail for me because I'm not allowed to mail things that get lost.
It's stunning. It's just absolutely stunning.
I can mail something to you and my mother on the same day. You guys are exactly one province away. It costs me the same amount of money. My mom might get it 1 week. You might get it like 4 weeks later. Like it just makes no sense. Like I'm so cursed with postage and passwords. Postage and passwords, people. They're the bane of my existence. Cannot, for the life of me, get them to work properly. Fine. It's fine. We just understand this and we work around it. Other things that we got going on are upcoming. The 2-week sweater challenge starts on the 9th of February. It is a challenge that me and Louise talked ourselves into 3 years ago now.
That one-time thing you did 3 years ago?
That one-time thing we did 3 years ago that we're still doing now because we really enjoyed it. Well, it's like the monthly knitted check-ins grew out of that. The mid-month motivations grew out of that. So like we just enjoy hanging out and doing things together. So it's a good way to structure it. We will be casting on sweaters respectively on the 9th of February, and then we will have 2 weeks to see if we can get it finished. So I've proven to myself I can do bulky. I've proven to myself with an extra week and a half I can do worsted. So I'm going to try worsted again this year and see if I can shave a week and a half off that, but see if I can get a worsted weight sweater done in my size, which is a 52-inch bust, in 2 weeks. On a 5'10" inch and a bit frame, which means from my underarms down is almost 20 inches.
I took 3.5 weeks to do a sweater in my size.
Yep.
In bulky.
Yep.
I'm gonna see if I can do a similar 3.5 weeks for the same sweater in my husband's size.
I feel like you should aim for 2 weeks. Like try for the 2 weeks and see how close you can get.
We'll see. I will certainly try for 2 weeks, but
yeah, because like even if you shave half a week, you've still shaved half a week. Like that's huge progress.
We shall see. So, anyway, it's the same sweaters, so
that's fine.
Should be okay.
We can do whatever sweater you want. Everyone's more than welcome to join us. You pick the sweater, you pick the density of challenge, you pick it. If you wanted to do a sweater, but you want to do it for an extra small adult because you have an extra small adult in your life, totally counts. In a bulky, super legit. Super legit. It's totally fine. The idea is just we started it to give ourselves a realistic view on how long a sweater takes. Not the, I'm going to work on it, put it down, work on it, put it down. So it feels like it takes forever and a hot minute. Like, what is actually the time I have to commit to the sweater to make the sweater a project I can do for me?
If we force ourselves to be monogamous knitters for a couple of weeks,
what can we do? And the answer is a lot. The answer is a lot. Will I be the fastest knitter on the planet? Oh, Lord, no. Lord, no. But I can get a lot done if I stay focused. So I like that little challenge because it's, and I'm proving to myself if I can do something, which I'm always a fan of. So that'll be exciting. But that does mean I am live with Louise on the 2nd or the 1st of February is the first Thursday?
the 2nd.
2nd of February, the 9th of February, then the following Thursday, then the Thursday after that, and then the Thursday after that for the monthly check-in. 5
Excellent.
weeks straight of me and Louise on her channel. Well. Boy, I hope she booked vacation for one of those 2 weeks because I would really like more time to work on the sweater.
Good luck.
I made the challenge as fair to me and Louise as possible. I'm not allowed to work on the sweater while she's at work. That's not fair. Since the challenge is between each other. It's not fair. It's not fair. So that's what we're going to do. But I think that's it for news. I don't think we have anything else, do we?
I don't think so.
Hopefully you're here next week for recording.
I'm gonna try. I'm going to, as soon as we're done here, I'm going to check in for my flight and see if it's actually happening.
Okay. Well, in which case, I will then go until next week. I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to knit.
Don't forget to knit.